Welcome back to From the Bench, everybody. As always, it's Eric, and today we have another box opening. This one, though, no longer has a wrapper on it. Haven't opened it up. Literally tried to keep it sealed as much as possible for this video, but this was part of the wrapper redemption program at the Toronto Sports Card Expo. One of the last deals I did before I left. I picked up some wax from one of the dealers. The dealer was, it's Red Tails 2? Cards and Comics. Had some really good deals. Got these for, I think, 140 a piece, which seemed to be about the going rate for them at the show. Also picked up a bunch of 21-22 Platinum for $150 a box. No tax, nothing like that. So 4 boxes for $600. I got those. And I got some 21-22 Series 2 Hobby for $90 a box. So gonna be opening up one of these boxes. I got 2 of them. Once again, see what we can get out of them. Haven't touched them. Literally went over to the booth, let them rip the plastic off it, but we're going to get into it. Looking for, turn the camera around, but we looking for 6 Young Guns per box. We got 12 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. Young Guns Parallels are your big chases in this. You have your Silver Outburst, which is kind of your basic. Also looking for your Clear Cut, which is 1 in every case, like that Nikita out back there. Also looking for your Deluxe, which is out of 250, your Exclusives, which is out of 100, your Red Outburst, which is out of 25, your High Gloss, which is out of 10, and then Gold Outburst, 1 of 1. So been lucky enough to pull 1 Gold Outburst. It was a vet, but still not a bad thing. And I just dropped my, this is how this video is going to go. It was a vet, though, so Frankie Vetrano, which ended up getting sold at the Toronto Sports Card Expo. You can check that out in my card show vlog if you want to go check out all 4 days. I have 4 different videos for that. So here we go. Like I said, looking for a bunch of Young Guns. Lane Hudson, like you see back there, is the big chase, along with Cutter Gauthier, Stankoven, and a couple other guys. So Jamie Benn, get Quentin Byfield in the basic canvas, Bobby McMahon, and Kucherov. So not the craziest start for us here, but that's fine. There's no rhyme or reason to these. These are all shifted around. They sat in the back of a bag as I continue to walk around the show, put them in the back of the car, everything else as we went along. So Brendan Gallagher, Tristan Jarry in the breaking news, the Dylan Larkin, and the Chris Kreider. So Montembeault right there. I gave up Montembeault in my fantasy Dynasty League. I kept like Askarov, kept who else to keep? Somebody else pretty good. Anyways, didn't know what I was gonna do, and I just didn't know if they're gonna continue with Montembeault, if they're gonna switch to try to keep Primo. So I gave that up. Ended up taking Primo later on in my draft, and asked me how that's turned out. Very terribly. He's not been good this year. So Gino Malkin, we got City Satellites. He's getting closer to doing it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if he'll quite get it this year, but getting pretty close here overall to beating that record held by one Mr. Wayne Gretzky. And there we go. That's a good start to this box. Lane Hudson in the base Young Gun. Boom, just like that. That is the start we want to see. And pasta. So box not quite paid for, but it's pretty close to it. I don't know. It's a pretty good start. And I don't even have any top loaders because I dropped them on the ground and I don't feel like picking them up right now. And my dog, maybe a good dog, I don't know what he's sniffing over there, but he is not trained to pick up top loaders off the ground. Hand them to me. Brew, you're a good boy, but I don't know if you're that good. So put Lane Hudson in here. Some of these have some chipping once again. Get some like corner chipping. Still have a little bit of like the shark bites, I kind of call them at the top. And some of the edges aren't the best either, but good start. Either way, Lane Hudson. I joke around all the time. Made the joke 7,000 times at the Expo. The second best defenseman prospect from this set, because I really think Logan Mailloux is going to be the better one long term. Bigger, stronger, has all the things. I don't know. I might have to go with that kid over the kid that's playing defense at 5'8". I know the game's different now, but still. Bong Byram, and next young gun is going to be, is this a clear cut? What a box. What a box. This is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my, and that young gun's camp's behind it. It is. Who is it? Shakir behind it, and then there's probably gonna be another young gun behind that. But Jesper Wallstedt, the best goalie prospect in this set. If anyone knows anything about the Minnesota Wild and their fans, show to the guys at the Hockey Card Gong Show. But they've been waiting for this guy for like 2 years to really make his thing. Same thing as like an Askarov, first round pick. All the talent in the world for Jesper Wallstedt. But that's a really good hit. That's a really good hit. Maybe I should like throw my top loaders on the ground more often, because apparently that's how you get really, really good pulls. This I swear, nothing tampered here. I swear. Shakir, another really good prospect. And still pretty good. Matt Rempe. What a pack. What a pack. Matt Rempe. Wanted to come on here too and talk a little bit about the Toronto Sports Card Expo. Might talk about it over the next couple of videos and stuff. But really good time. Layout definitely different this year. Definitely a different layout this year than years past. Kind of threw a lot of people off a little bit, just because people are so used to, hey, I know Johnny sets up in this corner of the expo every year, so I know exactly where to go to find Johnny. And Johnny, you might search for a while to find out where Johnny actually is this year. So you might be going for a while. A little different. Not that I don't think it was a bad layout. Just different for sure. Kind of how they had it laid out. Yeah, we'll just get into more of that here in a second. We got Jesper Bratt, Quinn Hughes, Gaming XP, Connor Bedard. There's another hit. I don't know what that goes for, but probably $5, right? A couple bucks. Caulfield and Mitch Marner, and Sebastian Aho. So put them down there. Won't bother. Basically, I don't always, not every young gun gets, penny sleeved and stuff. But I've had the 4 I've hit here are pretty good. So don't mind taking the time for them. Aiden Hill, Schmaltz, Connor Ingram, Checklist. A-Lines for the Boston Bruins, Co-op for the Montreal Canadiens, and Mintyukov. So you can look through all this and try to find Connor Bedard base cards too. They do go for a couple bucks if you do ever find them. But yeah, that'll be my goal for after this. Other than that, Expo is kind of what you expect. I kind of, if you guys watched the vlogs, talked a little bit about, there was one guy that I tried to deal with. I was actually trying to pick up Logan Mailloux. He had, I think, $25 on the pair on each one of them. And I said, look, they go for, and showed him, I was like, they go for $15 to $20. I will pay you $30 for them. That's pretty fair, I think. Not trying to beat him down too much. I said, like, I'll take both of them right now. $15 piece, $30, blah, blah. And I showed him like the comps, and he goes, yeah, but does that include tax and shipping and everything? That's why I'm not buying them online. I'm buying them from you. It's easier to buy it right here, cash. You don't have to pay an eBay fee. You don't have to pay, it just, once again, just makes it easier. Outburst, I think it's a horizontal of a vet probably. right? Yep. Yeah, looks like good colors. Nope, wrong colors. Uh, Mackie Samoskevich. Thought maybe that was going to be Colorado. We got McTavish and Keller and Austin Watson. So, boom. Nothing too crazy there. Nothing against Mackie, but do like these. Once again, much better hit than the French Young Guns. I don't think anybody will deny that, argue that, anything like that. I think great idea by them switching it up. And, you know, kind of playing on the whole, you know, Panini thing where silver is like one of the big chases, right? Silver Prism, silver Optic Hollows, you know, all that stuff. Silver is one of the big chases for them. So, Dazzler coming up. Connor Zary. Adam Fantilli second year. And Marco Rossi. And the Blue Dazzler. Regular canvas of Brock Nelson for the Islanders. And Jesper Bratt. The Uri Slavkovsky. Big hit. Big Uri hit for me with Premiere. If you guys want to check out that video. Can't complain with my Premiere box. Went one and probably done with that product. I love Premiere, but just it's expensive. At $350, it's an expensive product for 6 cards. So don't know if I'll have much more of that on the channel. I'll get into it. Other than that, so vendors are pretty good though. There's a lot of people buying, selling, trading, all that other stuff. And if you wanted to dig, you figure it out real quick which ones you want to deal with, which people you don't want to deal with. Once again, I didn't stick around much longer for that person with the Logan Mayus, but there was people definitely around that once again, if you watch the videos, there's one guy I sat and digging through his dollar boxes they weren't dollar boxes, but his boxes. He had everything: $5 cards, $10 cards, $50 cards. He had it all in them. But I was digging and I dug through that for half an hour, 45 minutes by the time we got done negotiating everything else. And, I walked away with $400 and some worth of cards. Right? So if you wanted to dig and you wanted to sit down and do it, you could definitely find some nice stuff. I almost forgot about these retro or Young Guns Renewed because we hadn't seen any. Clayton Keller, Young Guns Renewed, a Dustin Brown. Nice little hit. And James Malatesta. So there we go. Actually needed him. I don't think I ever pulled him in my master case. In my case. I went through all of it. I don't see a James Malatesta. So I was missing a James Malatesta, so that will actually go towards my master set of cards that I just try to do the whole set when I'm opening this. Other than that, what else do I want to say about the Expo? PSA being there, all the other grading companies being there is always a good thing. Quick turnarounds and stuff. My quick turnaround did not end up being a quick turnaround. Yeah, if you guys want, if you guys want to go see who I graded with, whatever, you can go look in the videos. It was supposed to be a 24-hour turnaround. I dropped it off Thursday, and they said, yeah, it should be back tomorrow or the next day. And all of a sudden, I have friends the next day that are getting their cards back. And I'm like, you subbed after I did, right, to PSA. And I thought, dealing with these other companies, I'd help support these guys, everything else. I only got it back Sunday. And maybe it was my fault. I have no idea. Maybe I put the email down. Maybe they put my email in wrong when they did it. But they also have a phone number there, and they never called me. And I tried reaching out to them, everything else. I stopped in at the booth late Friday to see if anybody had it. Nobody even checked. They said, no, if you haven't got an email, you're not whatever. I really think it was there like Thursday or Friday at some point, Friday afternoon. I really do think it was there because I know people were getting their cards back midday Friday that dropped theirs off after I did on Thursday. And I never got back till Sunday when I stopped in. They said, oh yeah, by the way, we were about to call you. Your email, we must have been missing that info there. So anyways, it was kind of frustrating on my end just because I, wanted to have the cards back so I could, try to trade them, buy them, put them in deals, whatever. Just, didn't work out that way. So next Young Gun, that's an exclusives. That's an exclusives. That's gold, right? What is this box? Not the craziest name. You want Frank Nazar there for sure. But still, Landon Slaggert, Young Guns exclusive. First time I've actually really seen one of these in person. Landon Slaggert, 14 out of 100. What is this box? With another one behind it. With a Maxwell Crozier. I was actually going to say, why is this Young Gun in the wrong spot? And then Mitch Marner at the back of it. So that's, we'll throw him over there. What is this box though? Like I said, rather that be a Frank Nazar, but I don't think anyone's going to complain ever about a Young Guns exclusives. I hope this other box is good beside me too. I guess it doesn't really matter anymore. I guess I can probably not complain. I've had a pretty good one. I guess I could have a bunch of duds in the next one. It probably wouldn't be bad, but what a box. Exclusive Young Guns. This guy's a little bit older. No, 2002, so not super old. Yeah, I guess we'll grab another stand here for Landon. Move Lane over here. We'll do Jesper in the middle. Essentially covering up the other three we had. We'll put him there. So apparently I'm never going to have top loaders beside me ever again. And that's going to be my mojo, I guess. What was I going to say? Prices, like I said, if you go around, you look around, you can find stuff. Yes, there's stuff that is overpriced. It's always the way, right? You could see people that had stuff, I think I was looking at Nathan McKinnon Future Watch Autos, PSA 10s. And I remember seeing 3 different ones. And the difference in prices between the 3, which were all, compared to last comps, were all still over. But I think it was 23, 26, and 27 or 2,800 Canadian, which once again, all over comps. But, you just got to look around. Every vendor's different. Some people are going to be really good to deal with. Some people are going to be a little more difficult. It just takes your time to kind of do it. Logan Couture. And we got Gage Gage. We'll just call him Gage. And Sam Reinhart. Underrated. Very, very underrated player for sure. It's getting a little more love lately. I don't know if people just didn't know if it was like a for real thing with Sam Reinhart or what, but last pack Magic. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every one of you guys. Overall, once again, awesome time. Would recommend anyone going to it. You can't beat it. It's the best spot. You do the walking, you do the talking, you do all the stuff. If you want to flip stuff, like, jumping from vendor to vendor to vendor, you can find deals, flip your stuff. I think just from deals I flipped at the expo, I think I pretty much, obviously taking out the stuff I bought for myself, for some PC stuff, but I think I pretty much paid for my trip, just in flipping while I was there for the 4 days. So definitely can happen if you want to kind of work your way through it, and do everything else. It's an awesome time. Couple things, cash is king. Best thing you can have, you have the cash right on you. And look, you'll figure out going to these shows, and you want to try to buy cards and sell cards, look at what people have in their showcases, right? Cool stuff, this, that, whatever. Certain sets just don't sell that well. I had a conversation with a guy in line for one of them. He said, what do I pick up? And I said, you just look at the sets, right? What sets are these people selling, right? Young Guns, yeah, they're going to sell. Future Watches, yep. Platinum, yep. The cup, yep. That stuff's going to sell. You don't see a ton of synergy. You don't see a ton of, artifacts. That's not the stuff that's moving quickly, right? So just think about that when you're looking at buying different sets. So Tyler Toffoli, the Young Guns renewed. And the last Young Gun here, Emil Lilleberg and Mikko Rantanen. A guy that I told myself I was going to pick up a bunch of, and I don't think I picked up a single Mikko Rantanen card, but that was part of my plan, was to pick up Mikko Rantanen while I was there. So, yeah, definitely, once again, cannot complain about this box. Young Guns exclusive, probably one of the better shape Young Guns exclusives. I say that as I look at the top edge and it's completely destroyed. I do find that's one of the things about the parallels for Young Guns, deluxe, exclusives, outbursts, high. They're all terrible shape. I don't know what it is about them. I don't know, because they have to send it through a second time to put the foil and the stamping on and everything else. But man, they just, everyone I see just gets destroyed. Like, just not in great shape. But yeah, so anyways, once again, Expo, go, look around, see what you want. If you like hockey, football, basketball, Pokemon, there was a ton of Pokemon there. Wax deals is another great thing you can kind of get there. Obviously, nobody's there is charging tax on any of their wax, I don't think. So, instead of me buying this box for $150 or $140 at my LCS and then having to pay tax on that, for me, that's an extra $22 on one of these. I get to avoid the tax. So that's why, I buy a lot of it. So lots of cool stuff, cool speakers, different people walking around, a good place to talk to your friends, meet new people, catch up with people you maybe never met online. I know I met quite a few people that I've actually never met in person. I get to talk to them while we were there. So can't stress enough. If you guys are able to go to them, especially the fall one, I don't know I don't know why there'd be a reason why I would miss one. It's that good for everything. Once again, buying, selling, trading. Once again, do you have to go and look for the right vendors? Yes. Do you have to dig through some boxes? Yes. Right? But you can find deals out there for sure as long as you're willing to kind of put in the work. So hope you guys enjoy this. Like I said, if you haven't yet, hit the like, hit the subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Check out the eBay store down below. I'm trying to figure out what's going to go on with that though. If you just want to watch it or do anything else, Canada Post right at Christmas time. It's awesome. Nobody realizes until they put like a complete hold on everything in the card community because of shutting down their operation. But lots of cool stuff, like I said, on all my social medias if you want to check them out. And for Eric from the bench, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.